All right, guys, let's go see this Enoteca. So it's a wine shop. I just want to give you an idea of what there is here in Sora, because it's not a little town. It's a nice town with a lot of nice places. Buongiorno, signori.
Buongiorno.
It's a beautiful, beautiful shop. Molto bene. And they have a great selection of wines. And these are the kind of places that you can find all over in this general area, but specifically here in Sora. A place where you can come in and get some tequila, some hard liquors, but mainly sit and enjoy the great local wines and stuff. So I highly recommend you spend some time down here. You're gonna love Sora. Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to Sora. Sora is one of my favorite towns here in Frosinone. Frosinone is part of Lazio, and Lazio is what surrounds Rome. It's the central part of Italy. And we're down filming today, and I thought it'd be a good time to talk to you about something that's super important. If this is attached to one of my videos about a property tour, if you don't want to listen to this, just go to the timestamp wherever I put it, and you can start the property tour right now. People ask all the time, why aren't there more rentals available in Italy? Well, it's a very complicated question. I think a lot of it has to do with people don't want to rent out their properties long-term in Italy because they're afraid that people will stop paying rent. And in Italy, it is very difficult to get someone out of an apartment that they've rented from you, even if they stop paying rent 3, 6 months, or even a year or more earlier. If the people that are renting from you have children, it is virtually impossible to get them out, period. Certainly not until the children have all reached school age. This leads to a lot of properties here being vacant. Haven't you ever wondered why, in a country with so many vacant properties, why more aren't for lease? Why aren't more up for rent if there's truly a rental shortage in Italy? And I think that explains a lot of it. Remember that rents for long-term standard rentals in Italy are very, very low. I think it would be virtually impossible to buy any property in Italy and then put it on the general long-term rental market and make money on it as an investment. I, for example, live in a house that would probably easily sell for $250,000 because it has a beautiful view. It's on a 50-acre grape farm. Even if it didn't come with the acreage, it's on this farm, yet we only pay 700 euros a month for it. That's a very unusual set of mathematics to make a profitable investment work. Another reason it's very difficult to find a rental property for you, being a foreigner, is because you're a foreigner. There's a language barrier and there's a trust barrier. I think if you want to rent a property in Italy, it would behoove you to find someone that speaks fluent Italian, that can explain your situation, your financial situation, who you are, the fact that you maybe want to pay a year's rent or 2 years' rent in advance to make it possible. I know for a fact that in, say, Bali in Indonesia, people go in and pay 10 and 15 years worth of rent to be able to lease a place. And the same may be necessary here in Italy. You're going to need to do whatever it takes to be able to find a good long-term rental if that's the way you want to go. I think renting your first year or two is not a bad way to go in Italy if you can get it done. We lived here for more than a year, had already bought investment properties, knew a lot of people in our town, Montepulciano, before we rented our property. It was only because we had done those things that we were able to rent. So it becomes a question of which comes first? Is it the chicken or the egg? You need to be here to find a property to rent long term, but you need to be here long term to find a property to rent. That is an issue that you're going to have to get over yourself. Now, enough talking about renting. Let's go see this property that's for sale right here in this general area in Frosinone. This house is huge. It's 260 square meters. That's about 2,800 square feet. Now, somebody's calculating it right now going, no, it's not. It's 2,798.2 is what it actually is. But it's about 2,800 square feet. And it's only 93,000 euros. Now, it needs work, that's for sure. But I don't think all of it needs a lot of work. There's actually parts of it that are in very habitable condition right now. It's 5 bedrooms, 2 baths, and we're right in the middle of Sora. I'm sure I put some sort of videos of Sora already on this video. It is a great town. It is actually one of my favorite towns to come and visit because now I've been here enough. I've probably stayed here at least 2 weeks total over the last year, visiting with Claudia and being in this general area for at least 14 days, that I know the restaurants that I like, I know the bar that I like, I know where I like to stay to sleep, and there's everything that you could possibly need in this town, and it is a normal work-a-day town with guys like this running around for exercise. I mean, it's not some derelict community. There's over 20,000 people that live here. So Claudia's already here. Let's get inside and see this house because I always say this, I think you're going to be amazed. I think you're going to be flabbergasted with this house and what a great deal it is. All right, let's get inside. All right, guys, let's go see another day, another dollar property.
Another day, another adventure. Hello.
Yeah. So this part of the house is an individual apartment.
Yes.
And then upstairs we have a full, whole other apartment.
Exactly.
A house. This is just an apartment, like an in-law inside the house. So it's currently rented. Once you buy it, you could choose to continue with the renter.
Exactly.
Or not, or a new one.
Yes.
Up to you. Or you could live here, probably what you would want to do if you're going to be here full time, live in this apartment while you do the work upstairs.
Definitely.
Because it needs a lot of work.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
this is the kitchen area.
Wow. Nice big stove.
Fireplace.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
This is the kitchen area with the fireplace.
Yep. If you were going to live in this and then move upstairs when you finish that, you could come back and redo some of this because it's pretty dated. Nice appliances though. That's a nice big fridge. You have your fireplace, little chair. Padre Pio. He's very famous around here. Nice.
Nice dining room.
Yeah, it is.
Space. A lot of light. 2 big windows.
Can you explain something for everybody?
Yes, sure. So this property was built in 1962 with the typical, materials coming from this area, so concrete and cement. It is on 2 floors, and we have in total 260 square meters. So this area, in my opinion, needs to be renovated because a little bit old, but the first floor upstairs is to be finished, you will see.
Right.
The structure is very good. It's
so
very
this,
solid.
we would call this a renovation.
Yeah.
Light renovation, updated, fresh,
Yes.
new paint, etc. Upstairs would be a full remodeling.
A full remodeling,
The question I was going to ask is this. People watch our videos, the ones we do together, and they say, well, there's bars on the window.
Yeah.
How
Why?
bad is the area? Why? Explain why.
Well, this is not a dangerous area, but people, especially old people, they are normally used to put them for a kind of personal security. But this is a very safe area, and I will never suggest to put them on the windows. So on a future renovation, don't do that. It's not necessary. But people, for their personal security, they do that. Instead of installing an alarm system, they prefer put them on the windows. It's a typical Italian thing that they
Much
normally
like
do.
the notifications of the dead people that we were talking about yesterday that you
Exactly.
see everywhere, and it'll probably never change. How
Exactly.
old school, putting up
It's
paper
an old
posters.
school.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So people have asked that.
Yeah.
It's expensive to take them off because they're hard to get off for a reason.
Yeah.
So people just leave them up. But Sora is a beautiful, safe town.
And
Oh,
safe.
yeah.
Really safe.
so the floor, very typical kind of flooring for a house like this. You
60s,
wouldn't have to do anything in here,
70s. Yeah.
but you could certainly do a lot of DIY projects. So
Yeah.
this is a big room. I like it. Let's see what else we got. So you have to paint eventually. Back to the kitchen, and now we'll go back to a couple bedrooms.
Yes, and one bathroom.
So let's do the bathroom first.
The blue bathroom.
The blue bathroom. And this actually has lights because, again, there's someone actively living here.
Yeah.
Big tub. For those of you that like tubs, here you go. That's a full 1.5 meter tub, 60-inch tub. They have the washing machine in here. Again, most places do not have a dryer.
And this is the place, no dryer.
No dryer for sure here.
Yeah. So here we have the pink bedroom.
The pink
In
room.
very old style, as you see. You can see it, how old it can be. This is the typical Italian tradition with old people.
With the gigantic
Yeah.
rosary. That's actually a
Rosary.
direct line to God.
Exactly, maybe. Who knows?
And here's the window going out. And that's the bars we were talking about. You could have them removed and no one breaking into this place. But it's big. Hun, could you stand over there?
Yeah, sure.
Thank
Okay.
you. Someone commented that I called you Hun. It's como miele. It's like honey. Hun. Hun. So I apologize. It's not that I'm degrading you in any way. It's because we love Claudia and we have terms of endearment.
Let's go to the second
And I'm from Texas.
one. This is the second bedroom. A lot of light. It's a huge
Yeah.
space as well.
My God. You can't see what I'm looking at because I'm looking at the screen.
And
You look like you're 3 feet tall because the ceilings are so high.
yeah, I'm not that tall, but I'm not
Yeah.
so.
She's over 5 foot. She's over 1.5. How tall are you? 155? 1.6?
6'5".
165?
165.
Wow.
Yeah.
Almost a giant.
No, but normal standard for a
Yeah.
Italian woman.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
1.65 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see, there's some work that needs to be done, but
Yeah.
none of this is water damage. None of this is structural damage.
No.
It's just, this was painted when
So
Reagan was
many
president.
Years ago, exactly.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that about covers the apartment. This is just the ground floor, guys, just the apartment on the ground floor. Let's go see what else we got. Don't forget to grab my book on Amazon. Just scan this QR code. You can find great information on different areas in Italy to buy properties, what the market's like there, and it also talks about taxation and all the different laws pertaining to your purchase of a property as an expat. Get it on Amazon today. Thanks. So guys, I want to walk you around the property, meet the local cat. It's okay. Meow. So the house outside is in good shape. Matter of fact, this has all been redone. The story with this property is that the parents were redoing it for their kids, and the kids basically moved out of the area. So they didn't want to stay in Sora, they moved up to Rome. And so now they don't need to redo this house. So that's the living level, that's the wraparound deck, that's the window that was up by the attic. And I'm upsetting somebody's dog. So this is communal parking right here. So if it's available, it's yours. This is your space. The guy that owns the apartment, that's renting the apartment right now, that's his car. So that usually goes with that apartment space, but doesn't have to. So you can see by looking at it outside, that's a access for water and things, gas. You can see by looking at it outside, it's a very solid structure. It's just they started that renovation and then quit it. That's part of a gate that's never been finished up. And that's it, guys. All right, guys. So this is the main part of the house, and this is the part that has to be completely renovated. This is just a downstairs entryway. You can see the floor is not in. It's just dirt in some places on this level. The rest of the house is just rough concrete. So this would be a very big project. Claudia and I have already walked the property, and we were saying about 120,000 euros and up. It just depends what kind of finish you want.
Exactly. Just follow me, I will show you.
Now, as always, the lights are on for obvious reasons. So I put the camera on low light, so it's going to be a little blown out at first. This is one room. Now, this could be a bathroom or a very small bedroom or an office.
Exactly. This here on the right is the first bedroom. They use it as a storage, as you can see.
Yeah,
so
this is all just
stuff
being used as
inside.
storage, but all the windows are good. It has shutters. Ow! Sorry. I walked right into a pointy thing. This is why I was saying if you wanted to be downstairs in that apartment while you rebuilt this upstairs and got this taken care of, in the end, you'd have an almost 3,000 square foot house in town for just under 300,000 euros. That's completely redone.
Yes, bedroom.
So this would be a second bedroom, guys. Good size. About 3 by 5, more or less.
This is the bathroom, a huge bathroom. You can put a walk-in shower or also a bath, it depends.
Yeah, you
But
could have a
pipes
tub
are
and a
there.
shower. So it's big.
Yeah.
Everything's piped already, electrical's done,
Yeah.
but everything has to be completely finished.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the bathrooms. The other one was that first bedroom could have been a bathroom, the office or a bathroom, whatever you want.
This is the kitchen. You can see the pipes as well for the systems, the wire and the pipes.
So everything's been wired. All that's done, but everything has to be completely finished. Flooring put in, everything.
Yeah.
It's big.
Have a look at this huge living room.
Yeah, it is big.
Nice balcony here with a beautiful view on the Abruzzo mountains. You can see a little bit of snow.
Yeah, you can. It's a nice sized balcony too.
Yeah.
And guys, there's another balcony off the kitchen. So imagine coming out here and dining al fresco, and you could look at the mountains. I mean, you're in the city, but it's always nice to have outdoor space. And it wraps around.
All around.
Wow.
So it's a huge balcony.
Yeah, it is.
Including all the corridor and the first floor.
Yeah, so basically every room except for the one back bedroom has access to this. So that's very nice. Okay. Aw. So that's basically the house. So downstairs we have a 2-bedroom, 1-bath that's inhabitable. It's habitable. I always get that confused. Anyway, you could live in it right now. You don't have to do anything.
Exactly.
You could come in and paint it up, make it look pretty nice for €1,000. You could spend DIY. You spend €1,000, you could make it very nice to live in while you're working on all this and managing your project to do this. If you could do your own project management and you were very handy, you might get this done for under €100,000. It just depends what kind of finish out.
Exactly.
And what you can do.
It depends about what you want to do, what is your idea. But normally for the standard renovations, I think that with €100,000, you might complete and finish the first floor, this one. But then it depends. It depends about the quality of the materials that you want to use, or if you want to reconsider an internal layout as well, because this can be easily changed. So
Right. Yeah, I mean, like this room doesn't need much.
No, it's
you got to do the flooring and the walls, paint, some patching, new light fixture.
More. Yeah.
But you don't have to, it's not ground, it's more the entryway and that stuff. And a lot of that stuff, it doesn't cost much to have tile put down. You know, my friend just put in real travertine, hand chipped on the edges, thick travertine. And with labor, I think she paid about €100 per square meter.
Yes, that
installed, complete.
Completely
Thank you. Have a nice
installed.
day.
Well,
yeah, that's pretty good.
That's good.
I mean, I'm talking about
The thick
more
one.
than 1 centimeter thick. Yeah,
Well,
natural stone.
I can also say that in this area, fortunately, workers, they work in a very cheap way, so you can find very good prices. It's not, as we have so much offer, people working for the renovation, they can give you a very good price quotations. So it's not so expensive to renovate.
If you have questions, write Claudia at her email address. I'm putting it up here, right there. If you have questions for me, go to bradsworld.it. But before you do that, have you bought my book yet? It's available on Amazon. All you have to do is search Brad Allan, Italy, Allan. The book will come up. You buy that. If that doesn't answer any question you might have about what it takes to move here, what it's like living here, the different areas of Italy, including this one as a chapter in the book just on Frosinone, then you can write me and ask me your question. How about that? That sounds fair.
After that. And then we can see on the next property. See you very soon. I will be happy to answer to all your questions.
All right, guys. Take care. Ciao.
Ciao.